Imagine a world without the PC. A world locked in the typewriter age. Impossible, right? But it almost happened. Because the story of the personal computer, the device that powers our modern world, is missing a vital chapter. A chapter about a black innovator whose genius IBM tried to bury. His name: Mark Dean. He co-invented the PC. And if that wasn't enough, he holds 3 of its original 9 patents. For centuries, the narrative of innovation has been painted with a very particular brush. A brush that somehow, conveniently, left out entire continents. Generations of brilliant minds, toiling, dreaming, building, their contributions buried beneath layers of prejudice and historical amnesia. We've been told a story, a carefully constructed story, that centers certain faces and conveniently omits others. But today, we begin to dismantle that narrative. We begin to unearth the hidden truths of African innovation, a legacy rich with brilliance, resilience, and groundbreaking achievements. Let's talk about the device you're watching this on. The personal computer. Intricate, powerful, ubiquitous. A cornerstone of modern life. We know the names associated with it, or at least we think we do. We know the companies, the carefully crafted origin stories. But what if I told you that a crucial piece of that story, a piece that directly impacts the technology you use every single day, has been deliberately, painstakingly, erased? Think back to the dawn of the personal computer revolution. IBM, a titan of industry, racing to create the machine that would change the world. A team of engineers, working tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. And among them, a young man from Tennessee, driven, brilliant, determined to leave his mark. A man who, in 1980, joined IBM and quickly became an integral part of the team that birthed the IBM PC. A man whose contributions were so significant that he holds 3 of the original 9 patents for that groundbreaking machine. He didn't just design a chip or write a line of code. No. He co-invented the industry-standard architecture bus, allowing peripheral devices like printers and monitors to communicate directly with the computer. An invention so fundamental that it shaped the architecture of personal computers for decades to come. He later led the team that created the first gigahertz processor. But here's where the story takes a turn. Here's where the carefully constructed narrative begins to crumble. This innovator, this pioneer, this architect of the digital age, was African American. His name: Mark Dean. Why it matters now? The story of Mark Dean, a pioneer who fundamentally shaped the digital world, isn't just about the past. It's about understanding the present and building a future where African innovation takes its rightful place on the global stage. To fully grasp this, we need to delve deeper, beyond the familiar narratives. Because Mark Dean is not alone. Imagine a world before supercomputers were commonplace. A time when processing power was limited, and complex calculations took an eternity. Now picture a Nigerian-born scientist, working in the United States, drawing inspiration from the most unexpected source, beehives. Meet Philip Emeagwali. In 1989, he designed a revolutionary computer architecture that mimicked the parallel processing power of a bee colony. Bees, working together, efficiently solve complex problems. Emeagwali realized this principle could be applied to computing. He created a system that broke down large computational problems into smaller chunks, distributing them across thousands of processors working in parallel. This was groundbreaking. Emeagwali's hyperballistic computer achieved a staggering 3.1 billion calculations per second. Think about that for a moment, 3.1 billion calculations per second. He then used it to simulate oil reservoirs, enabling more efficient extraction and resource management. His innovation wasn't just theoretical, it had immediate, practical applications. It helped unlock a deeper understanding of our planet. But here's the crucial point, the part that's often left out of the story: Emeagwali didn't just invent a faster computer. He did it using a completely novel approach, drawing inspiration from the natural world, from a system as familiar and yet as complex as a beehive. He didn't follow conventional wisdom, he forged his own path. And get this, Philip Emeagwali had his research simultaneously published with 150 other scientists at the 1989 Gordon Bell Prize ceremony. Yet, you likely haven't heard his name. So, the next time you're scrolling on your smartphone, remember Mark Dean. Remember that within every piece of technology we use, there's a story of innovation, often untold, and often African. Dean's story isn't just history, it's a blueprint. It is evidence of African ingenuity that can be found throughout the diaspora. His journey reminds us that Africans can, and must, shape the future of technology. This entrepreneurial spirit is vital for building wealth and agency within Africa, and for Africans everywhere. If you want to explore more examples of African ingenuity and build your own path to prosperity, check out the Africa World Blueprint at pornoafric.com/shop.html for just $27. It's packed with insights to help you unlock your own potential. And finally, for daily doses of African innovation, money tips, and timeless wisdom, make sure to follow at pornoafric. That's at pornoafric for Africa plus money plus wisdom fire.